It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you
Dave Lang,
again.
the father and the coach. He dedicated his life to those two things, raising his family and helping student athletes reach their goals.
I'll never forget the first time I met Coach Dave. I would describe it as the most terrifying moment of my entire life. He was just this big, intimidating guy, and he just kept screaming, "Yeah, buddy, yeah, buddy."
Coach Lang. Coach Lang, I appreciate you, man, chewing me out during workouts at 5 a.m. A little extra motivation for me to push through and to be the best that I can be.
You were a teacher, a motivator, my coach, and more importantly, my friend. I carry your lessons and what you taught me far beyond the WSU campus. You helped me become a better athlete, and more importantly, you pushed me to be a better person.
You know, you were such a huge impact on all of our lives.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place.
Dave, I'm so grateful to have had a chance to get to know you. You meant so much to me during my time at Washington State, not just as a coach, but as a counselor, a teacher, a mentor. At times you were a comedian. At least you thought you were.
Coach Dave was a coach. He was a leader. He was a mentor. He was a friend. And he genuinely cared about you. He genuinely cared about you. And you can't fake that.
Dave was tough and worked as hard. I think for most of the guys on our basketball team, we'd say harder than anyone had worked us before.
And Dave was one of them people that, you know, told me I need to venture out and try new things, and he was always there for me. Times I didn't feel comfortable talking to my dad. You know, I had a few conversations with him, and he just was a good, genuine person.
Over the years at WSU, I grew to appreciate you very much. Not just how you pushed us in the weight room and wanted us to succeed as athletes, but more so as people.
God really blessed me by putting you in my life as a coach, mentor, and friend. You were like a dad to me at Wazoo. Even though I was already so close to home, you were still that father figure who you're always smiling, always motivating and encouraging, but you also had that tough love where you wanted myself and everybody that you worked with to be their best self, and you were going to help them get there.
Thank you, Coach Lang, for everything that you've done for me and for my younger brother Hussein, who also graduated from Wazoo in 2007. What you've done for the Abdullah family can't be measured, and I'm sure there are many guys who would reiterate the same thing. So
You were there when all of us were just scrawny freshmen, you know, and you didn't give up on us. You didn't give up on Robbie when he couldn't gain weight, even though the excessive amount of weight gainer you made him take. You never turned your back on us, and that's one of the reasons why we were so successful.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
He embodied everything I envisioned going to college. I wanted to be around a second family, people that really cared about me, wanted to bring out the best in me, and just give me insight on the world and just how to be a better person.
You know, just a good person, man. You know, always was positive, even though things was going bad. Told me to keep my head up and made me appreciate, you know, small things that I had in life. And
I remember, you know, when you would put us through a grueling drill or an exercise, or just was just evil and just made us run 17s. I could always hear you saying, "Yeah, buddy." You know, and the funny thing is, I say that exact same thing to all the kids that I teach basketball to. You know, I torture them with drills just like you did to us, and you can hear me in the background. Yeah, buddy. You know, that's just, you know, that's because of you.
This guy, day in, day out, whether it was 6 a.m. workouts or running down the sideline cheering for us, he was always there for us. He knew how to bring out the best in us, physique or just as a person in general. He was genuine. He was authentic.
He was one of the people that, you know, pretty much installed in me that I could do whatever I wanted to as long as I put my mind to it and had a positive attitude on stuff.
You know, whenever you'd see me, you'd shout out, "Hanaliku, get your brother out the dishwasher." And for some of you who have been living under a rock for all this time, that's from the movie 50 First Dates. And because it's from Hawaii, I'm from Hawaii, you know, that was kind of Dave and I's thing. We just spit lines from that movie and we just get a laugh out of it.
The two things I remember about you the most is your passion for others and how proud you were to be a father.
Dave cared about things that actually mattered and was about, I think, the right kind of things in the big picture. And Dave, I think, really cared about us as men, cared about how guys were doing internally and in their life. Probably most significantly was just his relationship with his boys, Joe and Cam. And I think from those days, just seeing him come into the weight room and him interact with them and them with him, and he'd be wrestling with them or talking with them, or he would be gushing about them all the time to us. It was really, really awesome to watch this big, strong, burly man who was a man's man and tough, but who was this amazing dad.
I'm sorry, it's official. I was a fistful, I didn't keep it simple. Chip on the shoulder, anger in my veins, has so much hatred. Now it brings me shame, never thought about the world without you. And I promise that I'll never say another bad word about you. I thought I saw you yesterday, but I know it wasn't you, cause you passed away, Dad. Look just like you, strange things my imagination might do. Take a breath, reflect on what we've been through. Or am I just going crazy cause I miss you?
I remember all of your sayings. You know, every time we'd end the practice, you'd always say, get in, get a break. Get in, get a boost. Get in, get a balance bar. Guys, basketball is all about work capacity. I can remember David and I and some of the other guys would just constantly, you know, say those exact lines, you know, to each other, and we just laugh, you know, not to make fun of you, but, you know, because, yeah, kind of to make fun of you, yeah. But I
think Dave also he was tough, but he loved to have fun. He just felt like a big kid that loved to laugh and joke around, which is kind of the personality of our team too, and didn't take himself too seriously.
I remember one time he got mad at me because I lost weight and made me run, and I was like, "Coach, it's kind of counterproductive, ain't it? Like I shouldn't be running because I lost weight if you want me to gain weight." But hey, there's some method to his madness, man.
He was always there for me when I was hurt, when I needed somebody to push me, when I needed a shoulder to cry, whatever I needed, he was always there.
You know, he was tough on me when he needed to be, and when he needed to show me love, you know, he did. You know, and I just seen him as an uncle, like a cool uncle that let me know when I was doing good, and when I was doing bad, just told me I could do better.
You always wanted what was best for me. Sometimes that was motivation, sometimes you had to kick me in the tail, sometimes that was truth and confidence, and you always knew how to bring that at just the right time. Thank you so much for teaching me one of the best lessons that I've ever learned, and that's that the world is not nearly as bad of a place as people make it out to be. And you definitely live that out every single day at Washington State. Your enthusiasm was infectious, and you definitely brought that every single day to that weight room and the entire campus.
All the times that I came into the office, in your office, just to find you, I would come in with the intent of giving you heat about your team picture. And you know, you had a ridiculous mullet, and I used to give you so much hard time about that. you know, and that's all memories that I will cherish forever.
Going crazy cause I miss you. Yesterday, was that you? Look just like you. Strange things my imagination might do. Take a breath, reflect on what we've been through. Or am I just going crazy cause I miss you? And when you left, I didn't see it coming. I guess I slept, it ain't like you was running. You crept out the front door slow, and I was so self-absorbed I didn't even know. And by the time I looked up, it was booked up. Put it all behind you, the bad and the good stuff. A whole house full of dreams and steps. I think you'd be impressed with the pieces I kept. You disappeared, but the history is still here. That's why I try not to cry over spilled beer. I can't even get mad that you're gone. Leaving me was probably the best thing you ever taught me.
The culture of accountability that Coach Lang had in the weight room really permeated through the whole team and the student athletes, the school as a whole, and we're very thankful for that.
You know, we talked about how special of a place Wazoo was because of the people who were there, and you were one of those people, Coach Lang, who made Wazoo so special.
Everybody deserves to have a Coach Dave in their life. I am eternally grateful for the lessons that he instilled on me and the time that I was able to have with him.
Sad to see that you're gone, but you know, I know where you are at. There's a big, huge weight room. There's a closet filled with boosts and balance bars. I know you got a VersaClimber and an arm bike. Just ask that you get all that ready, you know, for the next time I see you.
I miss you so much. I miss your smile, but I know that you're with us every day and you're watching over us, and your legacy lasts and your impact and your leadership. So thank you for everything.
I love you, Coach.
I'm deeply saddened by this news, but I will carry you with me forever. I love you very much.
You might not be with us anymore, but we will never forget you. Your legacy will live on. Thank you, Dave, and rest in peace.
From everybody at Washington State, and from myself personally, Dave, I love you. I miss you. Rest in peace.
You know, once a Coug, always a Coug, man. And so I really do appreciate you, though. And I'll see you on the other side.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Today is game day. What have you done to help your team? What have you sacrificed to earn your place on this team? How you practice, your year-round training will determine the success you will have on the court, or, in the least, put you in a position to win. When the game is done, you will have the ability to look at yourself in the mirror knowing you have given everything you have. Have you prepared mentally, physically, emotionally for this day? Have you taken care of yourself, given your body the rest that is needed? Have you made sure to hydrate, to eat with a performance mindset? Today is physically carrying out what you have prepared for mentally your entire career. This level of basketball is about winning and losing, bottom line. Do your habits match your desire to win? Today is not just about you, however, it is about the team. Win or lose, regardless of your role on this team. Did you do your part? Today we cannot change the past. We cannot predict the future. We can, however, control so much of our own actions and reactions in the present. What are you willing to sacrifice for what you want? It's game time. Team above self, today and always.